Welcome to Empyrion Galactic Survival. This is episode 3 in our workshop series, and in this episode I'll be showing you an update to the last ship I showed in episode 2. Now in episode 2 I showed you the ship I'd been working on, which was the Thunder class corvette. I've done some additional work since then on 2 new variants of that ship, including a new ship which I'm classifying as a frigate because of its, well, quite extensive size difference to the other 2 variants. So let's go and have a look at those right now. So as you've probably seen in other episodes, let's get God mode on. You probably recognise this one. This is a ship we're currently using in our Series 3 playthrough. This is our little gunship at the minute. It's a really good little ship. This is the one I showed you in the previous workshop episode. So this is a Thunder class corvette. As you can see, it's got nice projectile turrets on top, gats on the side. I sort of realised when I was designing this, because the idea behind this ship was the fact it was meant to be a ground and pound kind of ship for planetary conquest, that actually if I was designing this around taking out ground targets, I really needed the projectile turrets on the side so that they could constantly keep track of my target as I was going around it. So I did a variation of this ship, and that was this one. So this is variation B. The major design change in this is that I doubled the length of the midsection, giving an approximate 4 projectile turrets. So the other change obviously is the fact I switched over the chain guns from the front over to the chain guns from the middle over to the front, and the projectiles from the front over to the sides to the middle, and extended the hull slightly. So that kind of gave me more towards what I was looking for in terms of a ship that could take on ground targets, but I still didn't feel that was enough. So after finishing the internal changes for that, so there's only a few internal changes. We've done some work on the internal bays, you know, this kind of stuff. I decided there's something more needed by this type of ship. So, of course, I had to go bigger, and here we have it. This, ladies and gentlemen, is the Hellstrom. It's classified as frigate, and immediately you'll notice it's significantly wider than the other 2 variants. Not only that, but yeah, it's got quite a lot of detailing on it now compared to the other one. The coloration is considerably different. That's because I've moved it along design quite a lot, and you'll notice the front hull. Yes, we've got the split level windows going on again. So let's just go inside, and this time they actually work. You can actually see out the windows. So look at that, guys, you can actually see out these windows now. So the rim effect in the middle is not actively obscuring too much of your vision. So you can see quite a lot out of this window now, including over your shoulder. So I'm really happy about that. So this is obviously inspired from our original gunship over here, but that didn't work because the seat was a bit too close to the window, I think. And the hull either side was blocking the field of view. So by having the cockpit area a bit extended forward and having the split window effect, we've kind of got the effect we were originally looking for. So I'm really happy about this. This has really worked out quite nicely. So it's a good field of view, quite a bit of protection at front there. So yeah, it's a job well done. I've done a bit of detailing on the ship as well. Let's just see, compared to the original one, no, it's similar. I'm starting to put some other blocks in. I've not quite painted them yet, so, but I'm going through and I'm sticking in a bit of detailing, a bit of coloration. But the major difference here, oh yes, you might notice this. This is something I've experimented with. I wanted the turrets to look slightly different, like they had a radar feature. And I experimented with different blocks. I realised you could actually place a block right on top of the gun. And it essentially, because the gun was considered 1 block high, that this effectively should be able to have something on top of it. So I put these little bits on top, and look at that, they look quite nice. Now I do realise this is going to look a bit silly when this starts turning around, and this is not going to move with it, I suspect. But for now, when it's in the resting position, it looks quite good. Looks like his well, it looks like it's a hatch or a radar dish on top, like a sensor section to it. So anyway, I like it. I'm sticking with it. We'll see how it pans out. I've done a few bits of detailing along here with some vents. Done a bit of coloration with the slat design going down towards the engine. Done some piping work. I've done this kind of like a spinal area going down the centre of the ship. I do like this effect. It looks like it's got, you know, quite a reinforced spine to it. In reality, this is actually quite thin, so it's actually not that strong. I put some lighting over here to kind of light up these sections, so the ship's got a bit of a visual effect. I've put this radar dish on now. Yeah, I've had that on before, but I've also put this antenna in. I've put these two antennas on the back. Now, I may colorise them afterwards. For now, I'm just going to leave them the way they are. I'm really happy with the hangar area. It's a lot bigger now. It has a repair point there. The hangar's big enough to fit a fighter and a tank. Not necessarily at the same time, but big enough to fit my current space superiority, as well as a very large tank, at least large enough for me. Oh, I sort of accidentally showed a bit too much there. We'll get round to that. So we've now got, I'm really happy about this. We now have two 320,000 storage bays inside of the hangar area. So this doesn't extend beyond the hangar area. It's actually all in here. So I'm really happy by that. We've got the repair station in here as well. So let's just take off the God mode for a minute. We've got a nice glass flooring. I'm really happy with this as well. This has worked out quite nicely. The whole of this area is encapsulated, and it's got lighting above us as well. The warp engine's up there with the warp tank. We come through here. I have to manually open that door for now because power's off. We've got an elevator, and this elevator takes us up to our new addition, and this new addition is a growth plot area, and this works quite nicely. So we've got two growth plot things in it. I need to colorize that one, don't worry about that. These are little teething problems. Sort of grill there, overlooks the hangar. It's all protected from the radiation of this light. It's all good. We've got a little fan area going on here, little intake fan, you know, north fan just here. So everything's oxygenated pretty well. And yeah, we've got a nice 10 plot growth area just here, little farm. So that'll work nicely. So I was really happy to be able to utilize some of the space of the hangar to build like a split level effectively, and use some of that space, because I'm not expecting anything to, oh yeah, you can enter the lift from either side. I'm not expecting anything to park so close that it just interferes with that. So that's quite far back, so that was good. I've done a bit more detailing work on the engineering rooms, so I've done a bit of coloration, a bit piping. I'm liking this at the minute. It's plenty of room for expansions in the back there, as you can see. It's plenty of room, so I'll be utilizing them as I, you know, decide what their purpose is going to be. As you can tell, guys, Jesus, the amount of space we've now gathered, you know, gained from widening this ship. Oh, that is the new addition as well. Oh, let's just God mode. Right, this is 192,000 ammo storage bay. Yeah, that is a hell of a storage bay. So that runs the entire length of the roof just there. We've also got these two. Sorry, what's on the other side of that? Oh, okay, yeah, I can't do anything about the coloration of them. They need to stay that colour. Same as the floor. I'll sort that out, it's not a problem. Yeah, so we've gained a lot of storage areas because of this. Potentially I could stick something decorative over the roof, I suppose. Yeah. So we've gained an awful lot of space in here. I've also been able to take the falling off the ledge, run round. So I've been able to protect us from the thrusters. So it's all good now. There's a little bit of a spike if you shove yourself into a corner there, but this sort of implies a little decorative storage area. It's like, oh yeah, you open this, it's like a maintenance closet or something. This is just like computers, you know, like I don't know, like a computer column or something. In here is obviously where shield generator and some of the internal mechanic things going on. So in terms of the internal decorative blocks, we haven't really done much with that other than this cockpit area. So I've gone for this slatted kind of grille flooring design. Put my light on, put some more light on the situation. I'm really liking this. It's going to flesh this out with a couple more consoles, maybe some kind of holographic thing in the middle, a couple of things dropping down from the ceiling, that kind of thing. But overall, I'm really happy with how this has panned out so far. I haven't quite done the RP element inside, but in terms of its exterior, I mean, we've now got effectively 4 gats surrounding the ship on all sides. We've also got these 4 on each side projectile turrets. We've now got one last addition. I forgot about that. Let me show you what else I put on here. I did think about this, and this was sort of a last minute addition. We put 2 rocket launchers in the wings, so I took an extra reverse engine out, so we've only got 6 reverse engines now, 2 in the wing, 1 in the front, and I used the middle block to install 2 rocket launchers. I figured I could afford to do that. This ship needs a bit of self-defense against bigger targets, and I think these 2 rocket launchers being in the wings kind of gives us that ability. I mean, overall it's a much better ship than the previous 2, and a lot larger. So this has got up to size class 3 now. So I'm classifying this as a frigate. This design here is a class 2, I think it is. Size class, yep, size class 2. This was a size class 2, so I'm classifying these as kind of corvette size. I was classifying this as a gunship size, so I think this was size 1. Yeah, it's size 1. This is like 50 meters long. Already, this ship on the end, it's got up to about 82 meters, I think it is, because of the antennas on the back. Yeah, 82 meters by 42 meters by 26. It's becoming a bit of a beast. I think in terms of the exterior modifications, I've pretty much maxed it out. All there's going to be going on now is some of the detailing work. Probably painted a few more blocks, probably painted those antennas on back black to kind of match with this one. Probably doing some of the RP elements inside of the hull. Probably filling in this area a little bit because obviously I don't want it being this exposed. But overall, this ship is getting to the point of being finished. Now, to be honest guys, I'm probably going to skip these two Corvette variants, and I'm probably going to go straight for the frigate variant as my next ship, because frankly that ship is really starting to excite me. It's got a lot of what I want, and I might treat myself by not actually doing anything with the interior and bringing it through into the current survival game as it is, and allow myself to kind of evolve the play around the interior, sort of like, you know, allow myself the ability to modularly upgrade the ship as and when I need new functionality. I think that would be quite an interesting shut that door, an interesting way of doing it, because we don't know what we're going to be encountering. We don't know how many episodes we've got left actually before we have to do a reset. So it might be worth just keeping this ship sort of in a sort of template design mode and just develop it as we use it in creative in the survival game. So I hope you guys like the design. I certainly do. Let's just have a look at it at night. So we're just going to switch the light to nighttime. So there we go. And let's just bring it online. So we'll leave turrets out, switch thrusters off, switch shields on. Oh, there you go. So immediately you can see the ship is lit up. Yeah. I'm probably going to turn the brightness up a little bit. But yeah, it's the underside's been done the same way as well, so it's all good. Let's have a look in the back. Yeah, I mean, look at that. As you come in, the purple glow of those glow lights in the growth bay. These glowing blocks just here to provide some light. Yeah, it's all good. I'm liking that. I'm liking the fact I can get my space superiority fighter in the back. I wasn't expecting that. I was expecting it to have a bit of trouble, but if you look, there's quite a bit of space on either side of the wings. So as long as I'm very careful with flying, effectively I'll be able to get my fighter into the back. So it means we can take potentially what I might be able to do. I have been thinking about this, by the way. Potentially I might create, I don't think it's a good idea, but I might create like a second level in here. Probably not going to do that because I'm not expecting to carry multiple vehicles. I mean, theoretically we could. No, we can't. No, I was just thinking we could extend the cargo bay to about here, but no, there's no point doing that. We've got a fairly big cargo bay here. I'm happy with the size of it. I'm not expecting to carry multiple vehicles. Potentially we could put some kind of landing pad on the roof, on the spine bit. I think that would be a grotesque misuse of space, but potentially you could do that. So just looking at that one as an inspiration. No, I think, to be honest, we're overdoing it with this ship, to be fair, carrying far too much. So I'm really happy with this design. It looks quite menacing. I can imagine this being a right headache for most of the Zirac forces on the planet, with just the sheer amount of firepower it's bringing to the party. I mean, 4 GATs, 8 projectile turrets combined with 16, I think it's 16, let's just double check that. I think it's 16 sentry guns. Just make sure everything's lined up. So there's, ooh. Why have I got an odd turret? What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Hang on. Start again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 18. What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, so it's 19 turrets. So it's that sentry turret on the back. It's a one-off. Yeah, because everything else is paired up down the hull. So before we only had one sentry turret there and then one sentry turret there. That gave us our 12. Since then, I've split the hull in half and then added a center column. That's added 2 turrets at the front here, 2 turrets underneath, 2 turrets at the back, 2 turrets. Was it 2 turrets underneath? No, there isn't. 1 turret just there between the bits. So that's given us 19 sentry turrets. So I truly think we've got enough firepower now to take on most things. In fact, you're probably getting into the realms of this being more of a destroyer now. But since it's still fairly small, I'd say, yeah, if we go by each class should be a different, sorry, each size should be a different class, then this would logically, if I'm starting off at sort of gunship size and we're going next to corvette, then this is more of a frigate. Next one would be a destroyer. So a destroyer size ship I would expect to be about 50% bigger than that one. So over 100 meters. Probably heading towards about 120. Now I do have a ship already mapped out that is supposed to be in the heavy assault cruiser range. It is a bloody big ship as well. But yeah, this would definitely be a frigate in comparison. So let's just bring the lights back up. Perfect. Right. So let's just turn the lights off on it. But let's just turn everything off. So that is the Hailstrom frigate. And that's going to be coming through into our playthrough series. If any of you guys want these ships for whatever reason, I know someone said they wanted the Storm over here on the workshop. Yeah, I've not got around to uploading it yet. I do apologise for that. I do know someone did on the forums ask for this ship to be uploaded so they could have a look at it. You know, I'm a little protective of my creations. I'm not, you know, I'm not a sharing and caring kind of guy like Jeff Randall. I'm a bit protective of my creations simply because I don't want them to be criticised too much. But I will actually make the effort of trying to get some of these ships onto the workshop if you're really interested. So if you do, drop them, you know, comment down below and let me know which one. You know, and I'll see what I can do for you. Alright, that's going to be it for now. So let's just zoom out and have a quick look. Yeah, look at that. Absolute beast of a ship. Just turn that way. Yeah, look at that. Absolutely beautiful ship. Yeah, if you're a Xerax ship, you're probably not going to want to take that on anytime soon, are you? You're probably going to want to run away from that. Yeah. Alright guys, well that's it for this workshop episode. I promise I will be doing some other people's creations, but you know, I'd like to cover my own for the time being because I am cranking out a couple of new designs. Alright, so that's it. I'll catch you in the next video. Do make sure to watch that series 3 playthrough, and also don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button as well. Alright, in a bit.